Malaga es muy interesante y artística. Málaga está en el sur de España. Málaga tiene una historia rica. Fenicios, cartagineses y romanos afectan España moderna. Una influencia muy grande es los moros. Los moros edificaron la Alcazaba, un castillo en Málaga. La pared fenicio es la más antigua en Málaga. Turismo es una industria grande. Malaga es divertido. Basically, throughout its history, the four main groups that controlled it were the Phoenicians, Carthaginians, Romans, and Moors. It was originally founded by the Phoenicians as a fish salting center, and Moloch actually means to salt. It grew commercially later once they discovered silver and copper. Then the Carthaginians attacked and took control of the industry. They didn't really control it for too long. The Romans drove them out in 218 BC, and there was really a cultural revolution during that time because they brought like theater and Roman trade networks and stuff to the city. And it was one of the earliest cities to accept Christianity in Rome. The Moors, first it was taken over by the Visigoths, but they were quickly overthrown by the Moors in 1180. And that was really the golden age of Malaga. Trade exploded, and they held the city until 1487, which is when the Spanish Inquisition started, and Christian attackers were helped by pockets of Christians inside the city to kick out the Moors. A lot of the Moorish monuments were destroyed, but the Alcazaba and Gill-Rose were left standing because the Christians wanted to use them as their own castles to defend the fort. 17th and 18th centuries were bad for the city. Epidemics, earthquakes, and bad economy pretty much ruined it. And then in the 19th century, the tourist industry kind of revived the city, and it recovered. Today it's the second biggest city in Andalusia, which is in southern Spain. It's the sixth biggest in Spain. Major industries are tourism, construction, and technology. And tourism is pretty much the biggest. It's really what drives the city. Places people visit a lot are Alcazaba and Gill-Rose, which are both castles. Picasso's birthplace, cathedrals in the city, and the Roman theater, and it's also known for its beaches. The people in Malaga celebrate Holy Week. It's been celebrated for 5 centuries, and it basically runs from Palm Sunday to Easter Sunday, and they make these giant float things that they call tronos, and they displace things from the castle. They also have the August Malaga Fair. They decorate the streets, have a lot of music, and celebrate with bullfights. Picasso was born in Malaga. He was born October 25th, 1881. He briefly trained in the city, but he moved to A Coruña at a young age. And Antonio Banderas was also born there, August 10th, 1960.
Okay, preguntas. Sí, silencio. Well, okay, so when you were researching this, you mentioned a cultural revolution with the Romans coming in. Why do you think that happened?
Because the Romans had a giant empire, so they had absorbed a lot of other cultures,
Mm-hmm.
and that all came to Malaga when they took it over.
Yeah. So when you said cultural revolution, you mean there were a lot of changes,
Well,
or
I guess just
growth?
because the Phoenicians didn't really have the same worldwide
Mm-hmm.
network of cultural connections that the Romans had.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Other questions?
What did you mean, like, they founded it as a fish salting center, like, the whole,
They had a lot of salt and they put it on fish.
like, was it, like, the whole, like, town place?
Yeah, I mean it was tiny to begin with. This was like in
A long time ago?
BC's.
Are they still a major salt production?
Probably not. I think by now almost all of their industry is tourism and technology.
Mm-hmm. Anything else? Okay, muchas gracias.